Shalom Aleichem, Mishpachim. All right, we are in the beginning of a new cycle of the Tanya. I'm reading from Lessons in Tanya. This is a wonderful sefer to have. It helps so much while reading through the Tanya. All right, we are starting with the reading, the first one, 19th of Kislev. We are still in the year of the leap year, 19th of Kislev. Starting with the title page. The title page, written by the Alter Rebbe, reads as follows: Tanya-Likkutei, Amarim, a compilation of teachings, part 1, entitled Sefer Shel Beinonim, the Book of the Intermediates, compiled from sacred books and from teachers of heavenly saintliness, whose souls are in Eden, based upon the verse, "For this thing is very near to you, in your mouth and in your heart, that you may do it," explaining clearly how it is exceedingly near in both a lengthy and a short way, with the aid of the Holy One. Blessed is He. This verse, on which the Tanya is based, speaks of the obligation to fulfill God's commandments, saying that it is very near, accessible to every Jew to do so, through 3 channels, which are here alluded to by the 3 phrases: your heart, your mouth, and to do it. These phrases represent respectively the 3 faculties of thought, speech, and action. These are, as it were, the functional organs of the soul. The soul vests itself in them in order to implement its wishes. In a deeper sense, your heart refers to the emotions experienced in the heart of love, of God, and awe of Him. When one fulfills a mitzvah out of his love of God, knowing that the only way to unite with Him is by fulfilling His commands, he will do so with an inner vitality and pleasure, just as one does when he fulfills the wishes of a dear friend. The love of God is thus a channel for the performance of the positive mitzvot. On the other hand, one's awe of God will prevent him from acting in violation of his wishes. He who is pervaded by this sense of awe will be most vigilant in avoiding any transgression of the prohibitive mitzvot. The verse thus declares that acquiring these 2 emotions of love and awe of God, so that they motivate one's observance of the mitzvot, is likewise very near to you. This declaration is the basis of the Tanya. The Alter Rebbe now sets out to explain in both a lengthy and a brief way how it is very near. By nature, man's heart desires material things. To develop a love and a desire for godliness is actually to shift one's natural desire from one extreme of worldliness to another, to godliness. Nor is awe of God easily attainable, as the Gemara attests. Is awe of God such a small matter? How then does the verse state that it is, indeed, very near to you? The Alter Rebbe will explain 2 ways by which the attainment of love and fear is very near, one lengthy and the other brief. The lengthy route is contemplation, by pondering deeply on the greatness of God and His kindness. One will generate within himself a love and awe of Him. The shorter route consists of arousing and bringing to the surface the hidden love and awe of God inherent in the soul of every Jew. It is short because, in this case, He does not create these feelings, but merely reveals them. This, then, is the basis of the Tanya. In his modesty, the Alter Rebbe named the book Likkutei Amarim, a compilation of teachings, claiming that he did no more than collect teachings from books and teachers. Hasidic tradition understands books as a reference to the works of the Maharal and the Shalom, and teachers as the Baal Shem Tov and the Maggid of Mezrich. The book is popularly called Tanya for the word with which it begins. Approbations. Rabbi Yosef Yitzchak Schneerson, 6th Lubavitcher Rebbe, cites a tradition concerning the approbations of the tzaddikim, Rabbi Yehuda Leib HaKohen and Rabbi Zushia of Anapoli. This tradition originates with the Mitzler Rebbe, the son of the author of the Tanya, as follows. For 20 years, the Alter Rebbe wrote the Tanya, revising, adding, and deleting, critically examining every word and even literally every letter, so that in the final manuscript there was neither a missing nor a superfluous letter, not even the seemingly optional letter Vav. Only then did he permit it to be copied and distributed to the public. As a result of the many copies and copyists, however, a great many errors found their way into the text. It is recorded elsewhere that there were those who intentionally corrupted the text in order to ascribe to the Alter Rebbe heretical views so that they could later attack him. At that point, the Alter Rebbe sent messengers to the aforementioned tzaddikim to confer with them on the printing of the Tanya and to request their approbations. Both his colleagues expressed their enthusiasm over the book. Rabbi Yehuda Leib HaKohen said, the Tanya is an incense to counter all the spiritual plagues besetting the generations just before the arrival of Mashiach. Rabbi Zusia predicted, with the Tanya, the Jewish people will go out to greet righteous Mashiach. Both indicated in their approbations that they were writing in the week of Parshat Ki Tavo. When you enter the land, one of the emissaries, Rabbi Moshe Vilenker, gave two reasons for this. Firstly, by studying the Tanya thoroughly, one enters the land in a spiritual sense, meaning that he makes the essential will of his soul manifest, for the word will is related to land. Secondly, the ways of serving God taught in the Tanya serve to transmute the curses enumerated in Parshat Ki Tavo into blessings. Both tzaddikim, Rabbi Moshe Vilenker, went on to explain, similarly indicated their esteem for the Tanya in the way they dated their approbations. Rabbi Yehuda Leib HaKohen wrote the year, which is an acrostic for Tanya is the incense for the spirit and soul, in keeping with his comment quoted above. Rabbi Zushia wrote the date as the year of our redemption, indicating, as above, that the Jewish people will greet Mashiach with the Tanya. Approbation by the famous Rabbi and Chassid, a godly man of saintly renown, our teacher, Rabbi Meshulam Zushal Vanapoli. I have seen the writings of this Rabbi and gone, this godly man, saintly and pure, this luminous lens, who brings every subject into sharp focus. He, with his own talents, has done well. And moreover, God, in his wonderful kindness, has placed in his pure heart additional strength to do all this, to write the Tanya, in order to show God's people his holy ways. It was the Alter Rebbe's intention not to publish these writings, for it is not his custom. But because these pamphlets have spread among all Israel in numerous copies by sundry copyists, and as a result of the many and various transcriptions, the copyists' errors have multiplied exceedingly. He was compelled to bring these pamphlets to the printing press. God has aroused the spirit of the two partners, the outstanding and distinguished scholar Rabbi Shalom Shachna, son of Rabbi Noach, and the outstanding and distinguished scholar Rabbi Mordechai, son of Rabbi Shmuel Halevi, to bring these pamphlets to the printing house in Slavitsa. I congratulate them on this good deed. They were, however, apprehensive of the growing number of printing establishments which are wont to cause damage and ruin to the accredited ones. In view of this, we have resolved to give this approbation so that no man shall lift hand or foot to cause any damage, God forbid, to the aforementioned printers by encroaching upon their exclusive right in any manner. It is forbidden to any person to reprint this book without the knowledge of the said printers for a period of 5 full years from the dates below. May he who heeds these words of mine be blessed with good. These are the words of one who demands this for the glory of the Torah. This day, Tuesday, the day on which the Creator twice saw that it is good, of the weekly portion Tavo in the year 556 of the 6th millennium. The insignificant Meshulam Zushal of Anapoli. Approbation by the famous Rabbi and Chassid, a godly man of saintly renown, our teacher, Rabbi Yehuda Leib HaKohen. The wisdom of the man illumines the face of the earth. When one sees the handwritings of the author, the rabbi, and Gaon, this godly man, saintly and pure, pious and humble, whose hidden powers have been revealed long ago, despite his efforts to the contrary, when he sat at the seat of wisdom with our Lord, Master, and Teacher, the world, Gaon, the Maggid of Mezrich, who was a world authority in the revealed aspects of Torah, as well as the supreme authority in the realm of Hasidic thought. And he drew water from the well of living waters. Some understand this as an allusion to Rabbi Abraham, the angel, son of the Maggid, for the letters meaning from the well also spell this. Now Israel, in allusion to the Baal Shem Tov, whose name was Israel, will rejoice in the revelation of his holy words. For in Tanya, the teachings of the Baal Shem Tov find lucid intellectual expression, which have been compiled in preparation for the press to teach the nation of God the ways of holiness, as anyone can perceive in the inner meaning of the author's words. That which is common knowledge needs no proof, and thus the Tanya would actually need no approbation, but for the fear of damage, so that no harm be caused to the printers. I hereby sound a firm warning that no man raise his hand or foot to print the Tanya, for a period of 5 years from the dates below. May he who heeds these words of mine be blessed with good. These are the words of one who speaks thus for the glory of the Torah. This day, Tuesday, of the weekly portion Tavo in the year 556 of the 6th millennium, Yehuda Leib, a Kohen. All right. And that is the first reading in Lessons in Tanya. All right. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.